The last name Dahmer repeats in my head over and over again as if it were a broken record. To this day I will never understand as to why I did those things. The day I came face to face with this incurable monster was a day I will never forget. My name is Thomas Shire, and I am a witness to one of the 17 horrific murders that he committed. I really don't know where to begin. I guess I can start with the day that Jeffrey Dahmer moved into my neighborhood, right across the street from my house. At that time, he was a nobody. I would always see him walk outside up and down the street. His posture was always hunched over, and every time that I would look into his eyes, he always looked sad and not well. His mom and dad would always have large arguments outside of their house, often ending in the dad sleeping outside. Now, I never really talked to Dahmer because, for one, he was older than me, and two, he never really talked to anyone. But the Saturday of the week that he moved in, I noticed something that kind of changed the way I thought of him. I was riding my bike down the street. The weather was beautiful, the birds were chirping, and the sun was shining. I saw Dahmer from a distance walking with a black trash bag. I waved at him and stopped my bike right in front of him. I said, "Hey, you're the new kid that moved in across the street from me, right?" Immediately an awful stench arose. I ignored it though. He looked at me with a weird look on his face and said, "Yeah, that's me." And it got awkwardly quiet. I looked at him and asked him what was in the bag. He was hesitant and moved back from me. I told him, "It's not like I'm going to tattletale on you." He looked at me up and down. He opened the bag, and all I saw was the head of a dead cat. I jumped back and said, "What the hell, Dahmer?" He looked at me, then back at the bag with sort of a wicked smile on his face. I just sped off. No one has ever put so much fear into me. But that day, Dahmer did. The day that I had this weird encounter with Dahmer was only the mark of the beginning. Because days upon days, I would see him walking with that bag up and down the street. I would question, why? Why Dahmer? The way that Dahmer looked into my eyes as he was stabbing Hicks forever changed my life. It was Sunday morning. I was on my own little adventure trying to go find frogs. Up the street from my house was a single trail that had a creek run alongside it. I was always told to follow the creek downstream because there was a pond at the end. But that day, I never got to the pond, and I never got to go find a frog. I was walking alongside the creek and I heard some noise in the trees. I thought maybe they were just some squirrels, so I just went along with it. I got a weird feeling as though I was being watched. Yet every time I turned back, I never saw a thing. Suddenly the clouds began to roll and the sky became gray and the wind began to blow. I was debating on whether I should go back or just to keep going. However, my curiosity overpowered me, so I just kept going. I heard a very faint scream in the distance. Everything stopped. My heart began to race. I heard again, yet this time I heard, "Help!" I began looking left and right. From far away, I could see what looked like two people huddled over each other. I threw my bike on the side and ran to where they were. My heart dropped. My hands started to shake and my legs started to tremble. The way that this incurable demon looked into my eyes as he was gracefully piercing the chest of this innocent kid Hicks, without any hesitation, made me drop to my knees and cry.